Welcome back, YouTube. General Soul back with Persona 5 Royal. Now, unlike Persona 3 and Persona 4, these palaces are not randomized. So, unlike Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden, where I did not show the exploration because it was randomized except for certain floors were, since the entire level is not randomized, I will be showing you my entire exploration in 5. Alright, new enemy. Gallows Flower is what they're called. I don't really know what their weakness is yet. I'm betting fire. But we're going to experiment. Oh, they're not resistant to ice. We already know that they're not weak to wind. How about lightning? They resist lightning, so am I right? Is it fire? It is fire. Okay. So, next time we run into one of those, we need to try and recruit it. Okay. Alright, so we already started off at a 30 on the detection scale, so sneaking up on them is lowering it. Where it's darkening and we're seeing like the exclamation points and the gold, that is our little vision we got for getting full to rank 2. Already fought that one, so just skip that battle. The golds are hidden treasures, and the exclamation points is points where you can climb up. Okay, so that enemy has spawned in, so I'm wondering if he came from that dining room, but I'm seeing 3. I believe in the original this guard was watching this door when we were coming for the safe room and we had to take him out. So apparently they just despawned him when we started and then spawned him in. Okay, we're going to get a tutorial here. And this will get us a trophy if it's a tutorial that I'm thinking. Anyway, we're going to get a trophy for doing a baton pass. So this is not me going in to start the fight. This is automatic. Now the first baton pass where the game is teaching you to do it, you do not get a trophy for. You get the trophy when you do the first baton pass on your own. So this does not count right here. This is just teaching you about the baton pass. This Persona 5 was the first game where you could do the baton pass. I forget what it was called in 3's Reload, but it's the same thing. Basically, you get a critical on an enemy or hit them with their weakness. You can then switch to another party member to do the baton pass. So, okay, so we have knocked down the pixie. Now we're going to do a baton pass. This will get us our trophy. So that is, what is the name of that trophy? Let me find that real quick. That was Tactical Teamwork. Also, when we made our first fusion with in the last video, that got us a deadly debut for doing a guillotine execution. Alright, so I want a pixie, but this tutorial battle will not let us recruit any of these personas, so just take it out. But yeah, I need a pixie, I need a jack-o'-lantern, I need those for some fusions when we level up a little bit. Nice going. Now, I double-checked the trophies. We do not have to get 100% of the Persona Compendium. So, interesting. This is the first game in the Persona series where we do not need to finish the Compendium. Alright, so grab that. These are basically like how in Persona 3 and 4 you would get drops from enemies that you could sell at the shops for some money. These items that we're getting are the same thing. Okay, new tutorial. been waiting for this one. We kind of saw this in the very first video where you can hide behind objects and move forward. The game is finally going to give us that ability. So anything like these chairs you can get next to and hit your action button to hide behind, and then you can highlight the next area you want to go to and move up quickly. And then if you can highlight the enemy, you'll basically just move right up to them and ambush them for a fight. That was an enemy we'd already seen, so didn't need to show that fight. It's not really a good transitional effect for me to edit out, so it is going to be a little jarring. I kept looking for something that would be perfect for transition to and from fighting for when I edit out the battles, but there is not one. Sorry. We're just going to have to live with that. This door is non-existent. Now, they did make changes to this palace from Persona 5, the original, and I'll point out the differences as we see them. Okay, reason I'm showing this fight is we are going to recruit one of these. I need a pixie, but I also kind of want the gallows flower to join us. So we're going to do the gallows flower. So we already know they're weak to fire. So unfortunately, that is too strong. So we're going to have to use an item. I don't know why the hell I switched. I guess just because. We're going to use the Molotov cocktail to knock it down and then have a talk with it. And here in a little bit, further on in the video, they're going to introduce something new to Persona 5 Royal that was not in the original, that would have been useful in the original. Mona will be able to tell you what their personality type is when you try to talk to them, which will then hint to you how you need to answer their questions, making it easier for you to recruit them. I wonder if that also works on Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. I need to check that. Anyway, we've got a mandrake now.
All right.
Moving forward. So you guys see that I'm going to use the little vision quite a bit in these palaces to find treasure, and they're also going to be used to solve puzzles like this one. You may hear a little sound in the background. These are new to Royal. Things such as treasure chests and objects of that matter did not make a sound in the original. You just had to find them. And Royal, they make a sound effect letting you know, hey, there's something valuable in this area. Find it. So to solve the puzzle, you want to hit that switch we just hit and then run all the way back here and hit this switch. You do not need to use the vision to see it. If you know what switches to hit, you can just do that.
Now then.
Want to get going? It's somewhere.
Okay, moving along. Well, let's put our stealth to the test. Hello! We already got you. And... okay, move up. Oh, hold. Why am I not targeting him? There we go. Already had him.
Keep it up.
Okay, grab that and dead end. Well, not a dead end, but we have to open that from the other side. Anyway, come up here, and we want to jump across these little platforms here, chandeliers. What's funny is when they showed the trailer of the original Persona 5, they showed you get into a fight there. Not even in the original could you get into a fight there. Now you see that little light there, that's going to take you to the castle gate. So it's a quick exit. We do not want to take that. That is not a treasure. We cannot go that way. So in here. And this is why we made some lockpicks. Some of the chests are locked. If you do not have a lockpick, you cannot open them. You will generally get some good gear out of this. For this case, we got better armor. Woohoo! So let's put that on Ren. Oh yeah, that's a big jump. And they made mention of the safe room here. We have leveled up since the last safe room, so we're going to, every time we get into a safe room, if I have leveled up, we're going to go back to the castle gate so that we can go to the Velvet Room and make new personas. So we're going to do that now. What I'm doing here is just verifying that I have leveled up. I am level 7, so, and I'm looking at, I've got a list of a recommended persona fusion list. As I said, we do not have to 100% the compendium, but we're going to try this list and see if how well it works. The list, from what I can tell, will not be making every persona either, so I will do some variations of my own as well. Because I am a completionist, I will try to get 100%. We want Agatha, Therion, and Pixie to make a Ginbu. Might remember this one from Persona 3. I think it was also in 4. And we want to transfer both of these, Zio and Iha. Or Iha, I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. But you'll notice that I have no option to skip the scene, which means we have a screw up. In Persona 3 Portable, Reload, and 4 Golden, we had a trophy for having a mistake. There is no trophy. There was even one in Persona 5, the original, but there is not one for Reload. So this is not a trophy. We just get a persona that we weren't trying to make. So instead of getting a Ginbu, we got an Incubus. Horny little devil, isn't he? So that kind of screwed up my plan there.
Not quite what I was expecting.
Oh, let's see. A bicorn and... Well, we could make a Silky, but we can get a Silky. I want a Kelpie. We could also get a Kelpie, but I want to make one. So bicorn and Mandrake.
You okay with this?
And this is what a Kelpie is. We could fight and capture one of these, but I want to go ahead and make one.
Select the skills you'd like to
We're going to give it Tarunda.
Its power will be nothing unusual.
And go ahead and make
I see.
one of these Kelpies. And we're able to skip, so that's not a mistake. But yeah, anytime you go to fuse, if it doesn't let you skip the cutscene, it is a mistake. Hopefully we don't get too many of them. Okay. Nope. Well, I could make a succubus, but we're going to get a succubus later. Okay, that is too strong for me right now. I would love to do Jack-o'-lantern and Kelpie, which is the main reason that I got a Jack-o'-lantern. So
change your mind.
what I want to do now is I want to rebuy those two personas that turned into the mistake. As you see, we have some DLC personas. I'm not going to really bother buying them. I find it interesting that there's a DLC Orpheus, but then we will get an option to make an Orpheus legit. So, yeah. I wonder if we can just gain the option to make them legit without the DLC. Okay, so we want the Pixie and Agathon, and then pray that we don't get another mistake, because I'd like to actually make the Genbu.
Looks pretty tough. Select the skills you'd like to enable.
Alright, so again, give it Zio and Iha or Iha or however it's pronounced. I have no clue. But yeah, Persona 5 was the first game where you got damaging light and dark skills instead of just instant kill. There is still the instant kill moves, so if you like those, they will come into play later, but they're not like end all be all. That's all you get is instant kills for those. So if you're like me and you don't like the instant kill moves and like the option of damaging enemies, there you go. If I'd picked the second option, we would have just automatically walked out. Otherwise, I have to walk towards a screen to leave. Alright, now that that is done, we're going to go back. Central Hall, second floor. And let's continue our exploration. Or I guess as this game calls it, infiltration. Alright, just looking for any treasure. We got one right there. Nope. Nope. Just, okay, we want to go this way. Okay, so what this is going to do now here is it's going to teach us that you can see if an enemy is weaker, stronger, or same level as you by using your little thief vision. I forget exactly what it's called, but if you use your little vision, third eye, if it's red, they are stronger than you. If it's blue, they are weaker than you. If it's yellow, they are the same level as you. Depending on how much you fight, pretty much everything in the game is going to be weaker than you. This is a new shadow added to Royal. I would love to get one of these, but at the end of my infiltration, I have not caught one of these. Doesn't seem to be required for my list of personas that I need on my list. But I would like to either capture or make one just to have it in the compendium. Probably if I don't get it later. Like I said, we've completed infiltration, and I'm going to explain what happens after that when we get there. But I'm going to have maybe one more chance to try and get one, unless I can make one. Here's a Silky. Well, it's called Troublesome Housemaid, but this is a Silky. So, Silky is weak to... We got to figure out what she's weak to. I think she's fire. Yes, she is. Alright. So let's talk to her. Come on, join us. You know you want to. That's what all American women say. If you say hello, it's sexual harassment. You got the wrong idea. There we go. That is something an American woman would never do. Let's see. Okay, well, there are other ways to live, I think, is the option. Got it. Okay, we got her. So we have a Silky now. Okay, now that we've got that, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, on the trophy list, there's nothing for getting 100% compendium, but is there a certain persona that requires 100% that I'm going to need? I'm going to have to look that up. like I said, I know that the Platinum for Royal is the easiest of any Persona game so far. A lot of things that were required in other games are not required in Royal. Alright, so now we have... Okay. I basically am showing this fight because while we have had an Agathon, we never fought them. So let's... no, I don't want to... Well, guarding to you because they're weak to wind. We know what they're weak to because we had one, basically. So I'm just going to knock them all down with Garu, and then we'll all-out attack them.
It's almost scary how good I am. Game over.
Why in the fuck is the cat smoking a cigar?
Or nothing.
That's the real question. It's not how in the hell did Mona come to existence? Is she really a cat? The question is, why is it smoking a cigar? Okay, this room was changed from the original.
Come on, man.
I don't remember if this part was here. I think it may have been. Don't quote me. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I know for a fact that this room has been changed. That the room inside has changed. Alright, so we want to pull this switch.
Do you think?
And that opens the gate. Now, how this room has changed. I don't remember having to open a gate to enter there, for one. I may be misremembering, but there were no bars that where we had to open switches to open them, and the whole place was filled with enemies other than just this one. So they actually made this a little bit easier in terms of combat, harder in terms of puzzle. The puzzle, however, is not hard at all. Hit the switch. That is going to open one path and close another. We could have just quickly gone that way, but I didn't see that that was open. Anyway, wait. Ah, okay. Hit this one. So yeah, this whole little puzzle here for opening these gates, these are new to Royal. This room was completely different. Open? I have a feeling I'm gonna need to pull the switch anyway. Okay, climb up here and enter this crawl space. And here's this room that we could have entered at the beginning if I had noticed that the gate was down. Let me grab this treasure here. And we'll hit that switch in a minute. I want this chest. Okay, so this is not new. You can get basically dirty clothing in these palaces. You need to clean them and they will turn into useful armor. Problem is that will take time out of your night. So you will want to do that on nights where you have nothing else to do. No trophy that I'm aware of for open or for using for cleaning dirty clothes. There wasn't in the original that I remember.
Good work.
But you can do that if you have nothing to do for a night and just go wash some. You can wash one or two pieces of clothing. You'll eventually be able to get one of your social links to wash clothes for you. And that won't take any time. Okay. Go through this door. Now you see on the map there is an enemy. I'm waiting for him to move away. And we're going to sneak up on him.
Show me your true form.
Alright, that door is locked. We cannot go through that door. We cannot open that lock over here. If I were to interact with it, it's basically going to tell me the door's locked. We need to figure out another way. So the other way is this way, through this crawl space. Once through here, it's going to have us ambush this enemy. And this is going to be another tutorial for us.
Okay, let's go. That shadow.
I'll reveal your true form.
So you're not going to be able to kill this enemy. You're going to knock him down to like 1 HP. And then everyone else is going to get their turn and nothing's going to happen. This is part of the tutorial. What this is teaching you is that occasionally, when you've just about killed a shadow, it will ask to just join your team. And if you have one already, like I already have a jack-o'-lantern, we can instead use it to get money or an item from it.
Yeah! Nice!
Wow.
Alright, now that that tutorial part is done, we can open this chest, and I forget what's in there. I don't recall if the chest... I think the chests will have random loot. Okay, so this is also where, unlike in 5, I don't recall them doing this, where they tell you the personality. They may have, but Mona doesn't really say anything about what type of answers you should give. In this one now, whenever I'm going to try and recruit a persona, Mona is going to tell me what their personality is and suggest what we should do with our answers. I'm going ahead and putting in on some of these accessories. Most of these are from the DLCs that are available. If you do not have these DLCs, you don't need to put them on. I'm basically just putting on stuff to give us more XP and money, things of that nature. Everything else, I don't really care. So if you don't have these accessories, if you didn't get any DLCs, they're not required. Okay, now that we're done with that, we can move along through the door, and we're about to get a tutorial on something new added to Royal. This was not in the original. This is where you can unlock that door, so if for some reason you decide to restart your game at the last save point, you don't have to go all the way around.
I don't think we're going any further this way.
Should we check somewhere else? Wait, look up there.
What about it? Are we throwing a rope over that and climbing it?
Phantom thieves do things a bit more stylishly than that, and I know just what'll do the trick. seems like it fits properly. That's just a little something I've been working on in secret. The grappling hook lets you zip to hard-to-reach locations in a flash. You'll see what I'm talking about when you test it out. Go ahead, give it a try. Okay.
So this is completely new to Royal. In the original, these stairs were not broken. You would just walk up them. They have added a grappling hook in Persona 5 Royal. The first time you use it, right there, you gain a trophy for using the grappling hook for the first time. It's called You Better Hang On. In the original, there was no grappling hook, so we could just walk up the stairs, as I said earlier. So there's going to be a lot of things in this dungeon that have now been rearranged for the additions of Persona 5 Royal. I will point them out as I see them. There is a change to this area. This is not it.
Hey. Show me your true form.
Okay, so these are extra hard enemies, much higher level than what you should be at this point. Now it says you can't try and negotiate with them until they change their fighting stance. I didn't even get a chance to try and negotiate with it because it turns out that this thing has a weakness. Ice. So we cannot negotiate with it, we cannot try and recruit it, we cannot try and get money, we cannot try and get an item, so just all out attack it. We're a little low level, so we're not going to be able to kill it with one all out attack. So I'm testing to see if it has any other weaknesses. It doesn't seem to. It seems that its only weakness is ice. If there's another weakness, I just don't have the weakness. And those enemies will usually give you some dirty armor. Alright, so Dormina, or Dormia, or however it was pronounced, that is a sleep spell. So they kind of changed the names of some spells. Now, area is a big puzzle room. The goat decoration, we need to get a medal to be able to lower that switch so that we can use it to open the gate. What we need to be able to get that medal are hidden throughout this dungeon. Let's kill you. Okay, there's a Kelpie. Even though we got one, we have not seen one in battle, so let's do that real quick. Weak to... I think it's weak to wind. It may be weak to fire. Not 100% sure. Alright, now we want to get this guy over here. Incubus. So we've got an Incubus, but we have not fought one. Weak to light and fire. So let's just whittle them down until we get to Panther. And we'll just have her go ahead and let them burn in hell. I'm on the welcoming committee. It's okay.
Nice work, team.
Okay, so this is an addition to Royal. This bookshelf did not have anything in it. So this is a part of a puzzle, but this is an additional part of the puzzle. So, we got these two rooms, and as you can see on the mini-map, there are enemies inside these rooms. First off, I want to take out this guy without being noticed. Alright, go, 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 go. Okay, if you use your vision, there's a book here. Take the book. So this book is the Queen book. So yes, this is part of a puzzle to be able to move on with this palace. In the original, there were 3 books you needed to collect. In Royal, there are still the 3, but there's a 4th one that will give you an extra item. The extra item goes to that new spot there that we looked at. All right, so same trick. Wait for him to turn around. Go, go, go. Kill, kill, kill. Grab this book here.
How suspicious.
And this one gives us... Okay, this is the extra book. This one goes to that shelf that we examined a minute ago. But whenever I got that, I'm like, did they change the puzzle in the main room? So I'm not sure, so I'm holding on to it for right now. So we're going to kill this guy. And this room right here is where the puzzle is. I don't have everything I need yet. So we're not ready to go in here just yet.
Well then.
Somewhere.
Alright, so we got this treasure chest here. Let's see. Just checking to see if there's anything to steal. Oh, better weapon for Skull. Alright, let's give it to him. Okay. Now, I didn't notice it before, but yeah, there's these rooms over here. Here is another book. This is what we need for the puzzle. Slave book. And nothing to steal here. If we go around to the other side here, this is a safe room. So we can go and make some personas. Woohoo!
Right. Looks like this place.
Alright, coming back. Let's go into the Velvet Room and let's see what we can make. We cannot enter the Velvet Room from the back. And you'll quickly realize Justine is actually the nice one of the twins, if you haven't figured that out yet. Just wait until you see Caroline letting you into the Velvet Room. Alright, so we're going to make some personas here. We want to combine Jack-o'-lantern with Kelpie to make this one.
Strong persona indeed.
Oberion. And we want to transfer over
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will
Rakunda.
receive a fraction of power.
And since this is Fool is at level 2, we're going to get double the XP off of it. And it should be a pretty good persona. Well, I say that, but I'm not going to use it. Alright, we got Lucky Punch. Now, do I need to... See, again, I could make a succubus, but we're going to get one. So I'm kind of like, I had no plan for an incubus. So what I end up doing, actually, is just deleting the incubus. I probably should have just gone ahead and made a succubus, but I do have plans for a Silky and Saki Matama.
You change your mind? Done already? What? No slacking off.
So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Incubus because I had no plans for it. Plus, I need some room anyway because there's a couple of personas that I want to pick up.
We've arrived.
Alright, let's continue exploring, or infiltrating. Now that we have those books, let's go back to the library.
It's somewhere.
So, examine this one. And you need to figure out how you know Kamoshida thinks of people to figure out what book goes where. So with this one, it's the volleyball team and Ryuji. What does he think they are?
Oh, yeah.
Put the book on the shelf. And he thinks of them as slaves. So put the slave book in. Next. Okay, third book right here. Or fourth book, I guess. This is a book that we need as well. The King book. So basically in the original where we got the Beefcake book, we would have gotten the King book. There would have been no book in here. Check this one. What is this one? Shiho. All the female students. Especially on. Well, what does he think of them? Queens. So the last one here. It's all about Kamoshida. Well, what does he think about himself? If you cannot figure out that he thinks he's a king in his own palace, you have not been paying attention to this game. And that opens a secret passageway.
The hell is this room? There are tons of pictures of Suzui in here. Wait, it's all pics of her?
Yeah. Thanks. If anything, I feel even more motivated to do this now.
I'm sure it'll feel awful, but we should search this room. There has to be something in here if he was hiding it with such an elaborate trick.
Turn to your left and we're going to get two important items.
Is this a medal?
I guess we'll take it then.
Wait, there's something under the medal too.
It's a different map from the one we have. This is lucky. Let's take it with us. Aha! Our map's complete now!
So is it gonna tell us where the treasure is?
Yeah, look. It has to be here.
That's a weird shaped building. Could it be a tower or something?
Considering our current position, I'd say we're about halfway there.
Alright, let's hurry over there.
No. Now that we know how much we have left, we can calculate the best way to pace ourselves. Let's keep exploring, but take breaks when you need to, Joker.
And when you go to leave, you're going to have a fight coming. This is going to be something new for Royal. You would fight something in the original, but this is a new type of enemy added to Royal. This is a tutorial and a new trophy. So we have a new type of enemy here.
Oh, is that?
What's up with that one? It's mumbling to itself, but it's not making any moves.
Be careful. If my prediction is correct, that one's a bit problematic for us.
Alright, and I'll go take care of it.
Just be careful.
Okay, so as the tutorial shows you, if you attack it and don't kill it, it's going to counterattack every time.
What the hell?
It started moving after we attacked it. Looks like it's exactly what I expected. Once we take it down... Hey, you two, watch this!
But if you attack and kill it, it will drop an item and explode, damaging its allies.
It exploded?
I'll explain later. Focus on the battle for now.
There is no trophy for killing it through the tutorial, just like last time. But immediately after we kill these two, it's going to basically just respawn more. And if you kill the enemies using the exploding enemy or disaster enemy as they call them, disaster shadow as they call them, you will get the trophy Let's Blow It Up. You have to defeat at least one shadow with the explosion of a disaster shadow.
There's another one like from earlier. Haphazard attacks on it will only make things tougher for us. It's probably best to take it down fast by striking its weakness and getting it to blow up. Alternately, we could put it to sleep or make it unable to move, then just deal with it later.
So what I went ahead and did here is I weakened the others with physical attacks to get to its weakness, which is Skull, and hit this one with Zeo to kill it. The explosion will then kill the others. Trophy. We will occasionally run into disaster shadows now as we go through, so exploit them as you will. Now we have leveled up, so we could go make more personas since we're kind of close to a safe room. Deciding if I want to do that or if I want to wait until the next safe room. Anyway, once they stop talking, now that we have the medal. Yeah, they mentioned that new book. This is new to Royal. This was not in the original. So I immediately know exactly where to go. And I'm curious as to did they add a new path? Anyway, that bodybuilding book goes right here. Add the beefcake book. Instead of adding a path, it's a cutscene of there's something in there. We're going to get an item for using this book. So, woohoo! More stuff to help us. Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Now, protein is used for if you're doing the little exercising in your room at night. It will boost your gains. So I decided not to go back and make a persona right now and figured I might can get another level before the next safe room and we can make more personas. So we'll just do that. All right, we get to move on. If everyone will shut up. Stop talking!
Focus.
Head down. We have a treasure right there to take.
Room might be close by.
There's a... well, what do you know? There's a safe room right behind, right here. I guess we'll just go ahead and go back to the entrance and make a persona anyway. I was holding out. Nope, actually I decided no, we're going to just go ahead and move on. I never do trust this room. I don't think that there's a trap, but I just don't trust this room. So I always go to the side, more for my paranoia. Okay, we are in a big area here, and we're coming close to where we're going to end this video.
Wait, was that the gym?
I get it. The gym's some kind of holy place for him. He's a god there.
I can't believe he can think like that. Especially after what he did to Shiho.
God, that bastard makes me so freaking sick. Just you wait, Kamoshida.
I see. So you're the ones who tampered with the library. It seems my time waiting here has paid off. Just as that ape there said, this place is a holy ground for our great king Kamoshida. It is preposterous for miscreants like yourselves to come waltzing in like this. You will pay for foolishly defying King Kamoshida with your lives.
I knew this would happen. Well, we don't have a choice. Let's take it down.
Okay, so we got a mini boss. Now, this one is kind of a tutorial also. He's charging to power up his physical attack.
Do something. It's important to guard if you think you're in danger.
So, just like it's telling you here, you might want to guard.
I don't see a weakness.
That way you cannot be criticaled, you cannot take damage from your weakness, and you'll take less damage, period. So I go ahead and guard with everyone for the tutorial. And yeah, he hits skull. And now we're just going to kick his ass. We gotta figure out what his weakness is. He resists ice, so I'm thinking fire. Takes normal damage from wind. Resists lightning. Oh, he resists fire. I think I know what it is. It's not gun. I think it's darkness he probably takes weakness from. Alright, let me see. Nope. Yeah, I bet you he's weak to darkness. Alright, well. Oh, she got a machine gun. Whoo! And she couldn't kill it. Okay, it's gonna charge. Well, whatever it's weak to, I don't care. Die.
It's a step forward. Damn it.
Nice.
So, obviously, Royal, it makes us skip everything down there to come up here. I do not want that. So we could immediately just move on to the next area. There's quite a few things down below that I do want. So we're going to drop down. Let's sneak up on you. And let's see. Turn around. Sneak up on you. Okay, so these bars are here. We cannot remove them. Turn around. Alright. Sneak up on this guy. Alright, I'm going to go back to the safe room since we've leveled up again. And I'm going to make new personas. I am then going to be forced to actually make a cut afterwards because this is a pretty big palace. We're not going to be able to fit it all in one video. We should finish our infiltration in the next video, but if you're enjoying the walkthrough so far, drop a like. Feel free to subscribe for more. If you feel like making a donation to the cause, there's a link in the description to buy me a coffee. This is new.
We are introducing a new regimen to your rehabilitation in the form of challenge battles. For these trials, we will permit the cognitions of your comrades to fight at your side. Cry your tears of joy. Depending on your results in combat, you will receive some form of compensation for your efforts. Should you prove successful, there is no doubt that you will be rewarded and strengthened in body and mind. We've even prepared a special stage for you to undergo this part of your rehabilitation. Take this opportunity to demonstrate the furthest reaches of the strength you've gained up to now. Should you wish to attempt this at once, we shall oblige you.
There is no trophy for doing these challenge battles, so only do them if you want to. I've just triple checked on PSN profiles. There doesn't seem to be anything that requires you to do challenge battles, and there is nothing that requires you to complete the compendium. So do them if you wish. You do not have to. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and make our fusion here. We are level 9 now. Looking at my list, I think I'm missing something.
You change your mind? You'd like to read the
Yeah, we're definitely missing something. We need a pixie.
This persona, you'll withdraw this persona, then
We will also need an Agathathon if we don't already have it, but we're kind of limited on how much we can hold. So, Kelpie, Pixie.
looks pretty tough.
That makes a McCoy.
Select
Give it
the
Zeo.
you'd like to inherit.
It will receive a fraction of power. My.
Now, we will want to go ahead and purchase an Agathion and combine that with Silky. And this one that we're going to make is one to set as your goal for where you're at when you finish the palace. If you cannot make this next persona,
Read here.
do some grinding. Obviously, I'm going to be much further along
Persona,
than that, so we'll be okay. So again, we're combining Silky and Agathion, and we're making a Beerith. Or Beerith. Persona 4 for some reason called, or 3, one or both of them called it a Beerith, but I always called it a Beerith.
Its power.
Anyway, give it Dia and Dormina.
Let us begin.
And now I am going to end the video. So, where was I? Oh yeah, about the donation. If you feel like making a donation to the cause, link in the description. Not required. Always appreciated. If I make any personas I make right now, if I make any others, is bonus, not required. But I will see you guys in the next video as we finish exploration of this palace. I'm getting an Arsene because I am going to need that when I hit level 10 for a fusion.
Then accept this persona. Are you finished? What? No slacking off.
And we're here. What do you want to do now? Let's do